Josh, my Jish, my perfect love. I could not possibly be more excited to marry you today and be married to you every day. Even on our very first date, even walking to our very first date, I knew you were not like the other boys. Especially because you had just referred to yourself as a relationship gal over text. I learned on that date that you are the warmest, funniest, most enthusiastic person. And that your presence in any space makes that space just a little bit brighter and more alive. And what I've learned in the years after that first date is that beyond enjoying you so much, I deeply admire you. Your dedication to what is important to you is remarkable. I've witnessed you spend 14 straight hours editing a film and then immediately shift over to making a birthday playlist for a friend with total focus and care. So much focus, in fact, that on numerous occasions I've thought you weren't properly breathing. Your creative passion astounds me. Whether it's a casual text message or a professional project, you're on fire with energy and creativity. I know many of the people in this room have had the pleasure of receiving one of Josh's 48 emoji texts, and they are almost as moving as the amazing documentaries you've edited. A quote that has always resonated with me, attributed to the late rapper Nipsey Hussle, is that the highest human act is to inspire. And Josh, you could not be more inspiring to me. And your honesty. Your sister Alex and I have joked that more than honesty, it's almost as if you're on a constant dose of truth serum, always telling me exactly what you think. I remember when we were moving in together, you said to me, regarding us being the one for each other, you said, once we move in together, then we'll really know. Jolting me a little bit out of my romantic haze. I said, I appreciate your candor, but that definitely could have been an inside thought. And of course, I have to speak to your kindness. You have the kindest, most loving heart, and you give so much of yourself to the people you love. You work tirelessly to make time for your friends, your family, my friends, my family, read now, our family and friends. And the neediest of all of them, me. I can't believe I get to be one of the people your kindness reaches, let alone your life partner. I'm so grateful. Our partnership has been the greatest gift of my life. Our love has helped me more fully love myself and step into the wholeness of self-worth. I will spend our lifetime together giving you a love that both opens your world and brings you back to yourself as you have given me. From this day forward, you will be my husband, my family. As your wife, I promise to see you fully and accept you exactly as you are, as well as encourage you to grow and change, to stand with you through every challenge, loving you with my whole heart, and letting us both learn the lessons that life's pain has to teach us, to own my mistakes and apologize for them and forgive you yours, and to create a future with you full of curiosity, adventure, trust, and love. You are my partner, my rock, my best friend. I love you and I will love you forever.
It's a hard act to follow. Kelly, my goose, my boost, my baby boost, you have shown me the way. Not that I didn't know the way before, but you have completed my heart and soul in a way I never possibly could have imagined before I met you. Let's rewind. I vividly remember the feeling I had when you walked in to meet me for drinks on our first date. I was extremely intimidated. but in a way I had never been intimidated before that point. First off, I was intimidated by your beauty and your glowing smile. You immediately let me in and didn't have your guard up. And from that moment, we began talking. The conversation flowed so freely and a little bit insanely as we proceeded to sit together for 4 hours that flew by in 4 seconds. We got in depth about our jobs, our families, our life philosophies, and how we vehemently disagree on whether Kendrick or Drake is the better rapper. I've gotten way more into Drake and Taylor Swift since that fortuitous evening. And thank you for expanding my horizons, Kelly. I remember thinking multiple times during the date, our waiter is probably feeling so honored to be waiting on us given the fact that this is our first date and we're clearly going to be spending our lives together. Over the course of this 4-hour rendezvous, I was sweating profusely. But the nerves felt healthy and alive, a feeling I honestly wasn't used to. But back to the intimidation factor. I was also intimidated by your positivity, your conversational aptitude, your quick wit, and the way you somehow simultaneously felt so adult and also so accepting of my most juvenile whims, like saying the word ass in a vaguely southern accent. A conversational flourish I wasn't sure I'd be able to land. But it was clear from moment one that our humor taste buds were incredibly in sync. You clearly had your stuff together, and you also clearly thought that spending 4 hours with me immediately after you'd finished moving into your new apartment was a good idea. I kept waiting for you to drop the charade and decide that you wanted to be with someone serious. But here we are, almost 3 years later, and you still seem to want to spend 4 hours with me, and maybe even more hours than that. And the feeling is incredibly mutual. You have taught me that I am someone serious. And yes, this can coexist with the two of us speaking gibberish to each other throughout the day and exchanging sweet nothings like "I'm mad at you" as our secret love language. I'm not gonna say I didn't believe in myself before we met, because I did. But seeing you, this 33-year-old therapist who absolutely adored her nieces, had overwhelmingly self-possessed takes on interior design and cooking, and who clearly had such a strong moral compass, taking me, silly little Josh Bear from Michigan, seriously, both in terms of my filmmaking career and my status as husband and father material, truly revolutionized my concept of what I and we as a team can accomplish in this life. I have learned so much from you since we met, and you have expanded me in more ways than I can name. You have conditioned me to be less rigid in terms of my crazy work hours, my perfectionism, and my somewhat martyrish need to battle others when they try to help me. We've navigated such profound messiness together. We've truly seen the ugliest sides of each other, and we always end up coming out the other end stronger, even more connected and even more in love. You have taught me how to have healthy conflict, something I honestly hadn't experienced in a romantic relationship before meeting you. And you've shown me how sometimes safety can come from our dual willingness to totally unravel together, because we're both always going to have each other's backs no matter what. I promise to always be your safe base, no matter how tough life gets. I promise to continue to grow and evolve with you forever, and to be 100% honest with you about everything, without going into my overly confessional truth serum mode too much. I promise to always laugh at dumb jokes with you, even when we could become parents and grandparents, and even when life is extremely stressful. Yes, I can sometimes get an extremely constipated look when my anxiety is bubbling up, but I'm forever going to be appreciative of your disarming ability to say a silly little rhyme like, "all the gold you can hold," just moments after we've had a fight, even if I'm somewhat less able to shift gears as quickly as you are. I'm working on it. I promise to always be your 1A, even with overwhelming forces like our demanding careers, our vivacious families, and my insane love for music orbiting us on a daily basis. I promise to always let you melt down when you're feeling overwhelmed, with no time limit placed on how long is appropriate for you to be a total mess. And I promise to let myself melt down and be vulnerable, and let you take care of me when I'm feeling sick, literally or figuratively. I promise to never lose my sense of adventure and childlike wonder for the world, even as we grow old together and deal with mortgage payments, retirement, and diaper costs. I promise to hear you always, no matter how hard the words are to hear, and to do my best to be present with you no matter how chaotic life gets. I will love you always. I will be your best friend always. And I mean it when I say there is literally no choice I have been more confident in than my decision to marry you. I love you, Kelly, with all my heart, and I am beyond over the moon that I get to spend and share my entire life with you.
Can I have the rings, please? With this ring, I thee wed. With this ring, I thee wed. Mazel tov.